Yes? Yep.
Hello, hello.
Hey, I'm Snowball. I'm gonna be running Remnants of Naezith. With me here, I've got -7, doing some co-commentary. I'll probably do most of the commentary myself. This is a really fast-paced game. I'll probably not be able to explain everything that I want, but I'll do my best. It's a platform with a grappling hook, you'll see. Yeah. So we'll just get a countdown going in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, whoops, there you go. So as you can tell here, immediately, this is a game with a grappling hook, as I said. This is really fast. There's no cutscenes, there's no auto-scrollers, there's no pauses anywhere. It's just straight up action. This is the first skip of the game, by the way. And you see this big line coming out of my body here. This is where the grappling hook will go. It's always going in a 45 degree angle from my body, from where I'm looking. You cannot aim with the mouse, it's always going up. And we use this grappling hook everywhere. We use this to gain speed. As long as you are inside of a grapple, you will gain speed. As I will demonstrate in like the level after this one. You can also see here I'm grappling everywhere. Whoops. I'm grappling everywhere that I can just to gain as much speed as possible. Get to the end of the level the quickest. I'll try this strat here, it's really difficult. Oh, almost. You hear the sound there, that's like me hitting like a metal block. That means it cannot grapple there. There's some metal blocks here. It will change a little how they look in the next chapters, but you cannot grapple these. You can see like the line indicator becomes red. It doesn't work. So you cannot just literally grapple everywhere. You have to kind of watch out where you grapple. Go here. And here, this is the bottom of this level is really quick. Just grapple everywhere again. We use the momentum. The next level has a really interesting start. I'll try to get it first try. Nope. This is really difficult. Almost. There we go. And up to the end. Okay, there we go. Here we thread the needle. Oops. There's also a spike, the needle. I guess that's why you call it the needle. Right, so there's a few different ways you can gain speed in this game. I do a spin right there that gives you a lot of speed. The next level I'm going to do a DDP, which all you have to know about that is you go really fast downwards. And it's a really tricky movement to get right. And a lot of this game is about conserving momentum. All the momentum you build up, you conserve it by using lots of tricks like reverse grapples that I failed to do just there. You'll see in the next level as well. I'll try to do a backwards grapple, so I turn all my forward speed backwards. In a few seconds here, if I can get it. Oops. Right here. That works. There you go. And of course I'm just grappling everywhere again, just to gain speed. And this next level is basically the purest version of grappling everywhere. It's a ceiling and then here's the end. Now this level has is kind of interesting because it showcases this pulling mechanism where if I hold a grapple and I press space, it pulls me towards it. You cannot cancel it unless you let go, and it is slightly faster than running, so in a lot of levels we use this at the start to get more speed right from the get-go. Really useful. Oops. Dash here. Go.
You'll notice at the bottom that there's a dash meter. You can't always dash, you have to have enough stamina to be able to dash at least once. That's what the little marker's there.
Yeah, it slowly regenerates as you go through the level. And when you stand still, it actually regenerates faster. We use that in 1 IL, but it's like, you don't really see it used that often. You never really stand still in this game, it's really fast. Right, we are now into the second chapter of this game. This is where, like the first chapter is kind of the tutorial. This is where everything starts to come together and become difficult. This level is one of those that's just really long, and you have to make sure you don't hit the corners, because hitting a corner loses you at least a second, if not more. There we go. Hitting a corner, of course. There we go. So right here, there's like a weird skip at the bottom. If you miss this, the checkpoint puts you at a really weird angle and it makes it a lot harder. We just got it first try there, so that's no problem. I'm gonna try something here. Nope, not quite. Okay. Now this level has an interesting task where I'm not going to do it, because I cannot get this in the speedrun. Not safe. There's like 0.6 seconds, but it looks really nice if you see the IO world record.
It's only been done once, right?
Yeah. I will not say by who. You can probably take a guess. Also, here's water. You can walk on water somewhat, but you lose speed as long as you are on top of it. So we just jump as soon as we touch the surface of the water. Also, here's something interesting. You can see the remnant, the end, right below this accelerator. But you cannot go through this without enough vertical speed. So what we do here, there's around the side of this level here, there's a jump pad. And you all the way up. You can jump cancel there to go down faster. You have just enough speed to go just through. Really nice there.
Don't want to jump cancel too early though. It is possible to not have enough speed to go through the accelerator.
Yep, that's a sad day when that happens. You don't want that to happen. This is the worst level in the game just because of the start. If you disagree, just don't. There you go. Alright, this one is a little scary. I hope I can get this. Oh, okay. One of the scariest. If you mess that up, you lose a lot of time. This is actually the first level in the game where you have to use the dash. Fun fact. And you have to use it twice. Here, that one's really important. Now this level doesn't exist. Don't worry about it. There's nothing about this level that you should know. Oh well.
Other than
I died just then.
maybe a specific person playing this level for 60 hours.
Who would that be?
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah. Okay, here is the first. This is where you see bullets for the first time. They will hurt you. They will kill you the moment you touch them. However, if you are dashing, they will not hurt you, which is really useful to know because a future level will abuse this. You have to dash through the bullets in that level at least once. Here we gain a lot. Never mind. We did not gain a lot of speed. We died to the saw. Of course, the saw blades hurt you if that wasn't true. This stuff was kind of interesting as the first half of the level is not grappling at all. You don't see that often in this game. Because obviously the grapple is important in this game. There's a DDP, never mind. Another. Those are really difficult actually. I guess again, I'm not sure. Nope.
I guess we can explain that the way that DDP works is, well, you pull towards the hook head. So if you make it so your character's above the hook head, you will actually pull downwards, and that's a good start for any level where you begin by falling.
Yeah. And also, I don't think I said that. DDP stands for downwards dash pull. There's one interesting new trick here where you just go to the right side of that block instead of the left. Somehow it's way easier and saves like 0.3 seconds, which is really useful. Now I'm a little behind here, so I'm not going to try this dumb strat. Otherwise I would, but it's really risky and only saves 2 seconds, so it's really not worth it for a speedrun. Yeah, alright, now we are into the third chapter of the game, and now, if you'll excuse the way I explain this, this is where the real Dark Souls begins. Sorry, I had to say it. But this is where it really becomes actually insanely difficult. Many people stop playing here because it's just ridiculous. And you see me dashing through the bullets, by the way, as I was saying. You have to dash through these. With an asterisk, but, you know. Here we have these accelerators again. You jump into them. You need to have enough speed, otherwise you will touch the lasers. That will also hurt you. Now here we go through a tunnel. This is a tunnel. Now above you is a tunnel. Here's a tunnel. Keep going through tunnels. Okay, you take a guess what this level is called.
Tunnels?
You got it. Except it's just tunnel, it's not tunnels. Yeah, we go through here. There's another tunnel right here. I don't know if this could be a tunnel. Close enough. Right, here we have some yellow lines. You can hook through these. These are like the opposite of red lasers. They are nice. You can hook these, you can go through them. It's really nice. From here, it's just a lot of the same. So if you got some donations, go ahead.
Alright, TDM has donated $10, saying good luck on sub 15, Snow. I know getting sub 15 isn't your forte, but you can do it.
Do not, please. TDM, I love you and hate you at the same time. For that one. Yeah, you can keep going if you want, if you got anything to plug.
Sure thing. In case you're wondering what all the donations are going to, we are raising funds for Save the Children. with 25,000 dedicated staff all over the world, Save the Children responds to major emergencies, delivering innovative programs and ensuring children's voices are heard through our campaigning to build a better future for and with children. All of your donations go directly to Save the Children, and all of your subs and cheers you do in this channel during ESA Marathon will also go to Save the Children. So this week is for you if you want to do something good and give yourself a good feeling about yourself.
And thank you all so much for donating towards this cause. It's a really good cause. Really glad people are donating towards this.
This doubles right here is all about cycles. Can I get close with the lasers and we're all dying.
Yeah. Cycle's a little weird at this point. Sometimes you just get a weird angle that you cannot really... okay. Here we go. I'll do it right this time. There it is. Now you gotta wait here. There we go. Now here we see some portals. These are weird. Don't think about them too hard. Don't think with these portals. Just play normal portal. You can think with those. This is plumber. There's a pipe right here. That's why it's called plumber. That's about it. And in the next level, it's important that you do not jump to up and to the right, because then you just die to the laser. I've done that way too many times. It's basically PTSD every time I get there. Now here we see a lot of these lasers again, and actually this is the first level where soon enough you will find a orange laser. Now what is this, you might ask? It is just a yellow laser and a red laser combined. You cannot go through them, you will die, but you can grapple onto them. There's only one other level that uses it. I'm not sure why that level just decided to put it in there. Just randomly in there, it's weird. Everyone hates this, well not everyone, but people hate this level because they get stuck on it a lot. It's kind of tricky to get this ending right. But once you get it down, it's very nice. It's very, feels really good to get that. Okay. Oh. We are almost at the end of the metal chapter here. 2 more levels. Get this one here. If you want to do a quick donation, you can do that.
Sure thing. Forgebot vendor donates $20 saying, "Doing great, Doc. We're all cheering on you, less than 3. Lion Dongers."
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Forge. Here we go. Now we are into Crystal. Now I said that the last chapter is where the real Dark Souls begins. I don't know how to explain this chapter. It's just too difficult for words. This is absolutely ridiculous. This took me almost 2 hours to beat this entire game. It is brutal. You can mess up just there and you go all the way back to the start. This level has no checkpoints, by the way. I guess I didn't really explain checkpoints. You might have seen some white circles at some points in the levels. That's where checkpoints are. I think you'll see one coming up here. Just to the top right. Yeah, there it is. Look there, there's a white circle that lights up there. Once it lights up, it shows you, oh, you have a checkpoint. And then when you die, like right there, you get put back to the checkpoint. It's not the greatest backup.
That's a good demonstration of checkpoints.
Yeah, I was demonstrating it really hard right there. There you go. Now here we have some more portals. Again, don't think about them, they just work. The speed you go into them, that you go out with them. That's about it. They're really hard to explain properly. Alright, here's the other level that has these orange lasers, and it has them everywhere. This one is basically built entirely upon these. Fun fact about this level actually is that they recently patched it because there was a hole where there was just a yellow laser and not a red laser. So you could go through the level and then you could fall all the way down and get so much speed you could flip to the lasers at the end. Save like 8 seconds. Of course that would be ridiculous, so they patched it out. Here's Limbo. Probably guess why it's called Limbo, you're limboing. And again. And this trick right here. Oop. Try it again. There we go. I don't really get this level. Can you explain this level to me?
I don't know.
I got a PB in it once and I just, like...
Just hook a lot.
Yeah. Weird. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Normally I have a set path in this level, but when you mess up once like that, you kind of have to hope that the bullets don't get you. And they really go for you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
there
can't
go.
see them.
Yeah,
They're going super fast.
Yeah, they go really fast, and then they're off screen, and the next frame they're on your screen, and you're dead. Really gotta watch out for those. There's also a common trope, of course, in every video game has to have these slow-moving lasers. This one is kind of interesting. There's a few weird strats that I will not do, because they are way too difficult. But you have to get a lot of speed here, get all the way to the end. There we go. Here the water's rising. You might have seen that before. Oops. You might have seen that before in the sunken caves level all the way back. If you do not go fast enough, you will not get to the end of the level. It's kind of reinforcing the speedrun of this game. Because this game is built for speedrunning. Got like in-game leaderboards and all that kind of stuff. It's really nice. If you want one donation to read during this run, during this level, you can go ahead. It's not a real one.
Sure thing. Aelanwa donates $5 saying, "Careful, Snow, do not take too many candies."
Ooh. I'll try my best.
It's a bit late for that, I think.
Yeah, there's not many more candies in the run from here, I think. These are really small blocks. Hitting them is insanely difficult. I'm glad I have to do it again. Okay.
It's
Wow.
especially difficult because the hook angles, you can kind of see that the indicator's angle switches as Snow falls faster or slower.
Yeah, it's like kind of dependent on what inputs you press. Because it cannot really predict what you're going to do. So this assumes you always hold the same buttons all the time. You kind of just have to eyeball it and hope it works out. No. Usually it doesn't. I got kind of lucky there. Here's Ascent. This is a, as you can see already, this is a very vertical level. It's kind of like a tower full to a joy. And by joy I mean saw blades. There's saw blades everywhere. Kind of like a saw blade convention. I feel like I've heard that one before somewhere. People keep telling me to go to them, I don't understand what they mean.
Most useful checkpoint up there.
Yeah,
For some reason it just triggers from all the way down there.
it's the only checkpoint that is actually almost useful. It's like in this game, when you die and you reset a checkpoint, you actually lose a few extra seconds, so you cannot abuse the checkpoints. It's kind of sad in a way, but also it makes sense. It makes the runs cleaner. Here's the, I would call this the most difficult level in the game. Some people would disagree, but this one is like, there's no place to stand. You have to, there we go. That's the end. It's easy to be flying, there's no platform for the ending remnant. There you go. Now this level is called Tower of Joy, and here you ascend the Tower of Joy. And it's, I mean, you can see the tower on the left here. It's not really filled with joy, I would say. It's filled with lasers.
Handy.
No, not candy. We cannot make that joke. That one's already been made. Right. Oh, this level is extremely precise. This first one is absolutely ridiculous. If you do not get it right, there's a backup, but there, like, there we go. Nope. Oh, almost. There we go, that's the backup. That one's totally not tick perfect. Nah, I mess it up anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
There
these
you go.
no checkpoint levels are
Yeah.
kind of brutal.
These levels are absolutely insane.
That's
A lot of these took me many, many hours to beat. The one that I said was the hardest level in the game took me at least 5 hours just with checkpoints to beat. And that was... I mean... There's many more levels that are kind of as difficult, but that one's the most difficult one. Now here we are at the final level of the game. When I said no auto-scrollers, I kind of lied, because this one's kind of an auto-scroller. You see these saw blades on the right side, they are slowly opening up to create a hole that you can jump through. However, they are not open enough. You have to wait. And wait. And wait. They are technically open enough to jump now, but you cannot really get a good cycle. However, now, jump straight through and
very nice.
fall to the finish. And that is... time. Wow. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good run. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to, of course, the Naezith community. You know, everyone there is always amazing. The developer, I love him. He's such a good guy. And shoutouts to everyone who donated as well, to DDM and to ForgeBot Vendor. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting this amazing cause. Yeah. And thank you, of course, for watching this run. There's some credits here if you want to watch them. I don't think you want to. So yeah. That's Remnants of Naezith. You have anything else to shout out?
Not really. Just thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.